Rush B.
Weapon.
Let's go A.
Hey. Plant.
Beep 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 beep. we're coming underpass. Short, short.
Go A.
He jumped.
Connector. B. I go A. You B.
Ok. rush B, rush B. Oh yeah. Don't commit, don't be gay. Let's go A instead. Screw B, screw B.
To B.
Let's go.
Speed, speed. He's in shop, he's in shop. Shop. Shop.
Okay.